So we're seeing capital flooding into the markets for risk-seeking assets, and this is obviously affecting crypto, equities, and bond markets all across the board. And we'll talk a little bit about IPO and M&A later.
Great. Chamath, your thoughts? Aside from yum yum?
I mean...
Yum yum? You could say it. It's a yum. It's going to be a... Just say it.
No, I mean, look. What did I say at the beginning of the year was going to be the biggest risk asset winning trade? Yeah, it's great. Bitcoin's great.
Oh my Lord, I haven't seen you this happy in a while. What made you more happy? Getting to Milan and spending time with your white truffle dealer, or watching Bitcoin break 90K? Which one was more exciting for you personally?
Honestly, you know what I think about? I actually think about all the Bitcoin I sold.
Oof. Yeah,
I had Bitcoin. I had a bunch of Bitcoin in my funds when I managed outside capital. That's a $3 or $4 billion mistake and growing now, because my partners at the time capitulated and I wanted to be a good team member, and we distributed and it was profitable, but obviously I shouldn't have sold it. Would have made them a lot more money. And then I think about I bought some land.
I remember
Lake Tahoe.
that. Yeah.
It was in the Wall Street Journal. I'm sure you can find it, but
yeah,
how much is that worth now? Probably a couple $100 million, maybe more.
Rough trade. But you do have Bitcoin holdings.
Chamath,
So
can I ask you a question? Why do you say sold Bitcoin as opposed to converted Bitcoin into dollars? Like when you think about Bitcoin, just as a participant, do you think about Bitcoin as a dollar-denominated asset that you go and buy Bitcoin and then you're eventually going to sell it, turn it back into dollars and use the dollars? Or are you what do you think about the purist kind of idea that Bitcoin should be the de facto currency and store of value in the future and the dollar doesn't matter, and we shouldn't necessarily be talking about the value of Bitcoin in dollar-denominated terms as something I'm going to eventually turn it back into?
It hasn't happened yet. And so until it happens, I think you have to view it as a very good gold proxy. But it's a largely dollar-denominated asset.
Now, why do you see it going the other way? So a lot of folks thought that as a safe haven, it should do well when there's a negative economic outlook, but it has traded the last couple of years kind of the opposite.